Hey, hello everyone. Welcome to our weekly Marathi practice session, and nice to see you all back with enthusiasm and studies. So, last weekend we had started with our assignment reading through short stories for children in Marathi. And last week, Paula and Leonard had shared whatever paragraph they had studied. So, Leonard, do you want to continue with your story part?
I would like to, but I'm still having some technical difficulties to share that. I need a few more minutes, I guess.
Yeah, no problem. So, meanwhile, who wants to go next? Emily?
Sure.
Okay, let me stop sharing and you can start.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So I struggled to find a story that was not so long,
Mm-hmm.
but this is what I came up with.
Mm-hmm.
And this story is called Lobhi Kutra, which
Mm-hmm.
Lobhi is greedy.
So overall,
So
how was your experience of reading it? Was it too difficult?
it wasn't too bad.
Mm-hmm.
The first couple of sentences, I was like, oh, yay, this is great. And then the third sentence came,
Okay.
and I understood maybe half of it,
Mm-hmm.
maybe.
Okay.
So, but yeah, it wasn't horrible. Like
Mm-hmm.
sometimes whenever I knew most of it, I didn't make any notes. So that was nice.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So
Yeah.
you could guess the meaning of new words from the context.
Yeah. I had to ask Rohan about a few.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's okay.
But yeah. Okay.
Okay.
एकदा एक कुत्र्याला खूप भूक लागलेली होती.
Mm-hmm.
So the only word that I had to look up in this one was ekda, and I knew that it sort of had to mean something like one day or
Mm-hmm.
whatever. So that meant once.
Mm-hmm.
So once a dog was very hungry or was getting very hungry. So lagleli, I had to look up several times in this one. So this was more of a story about how to use lagle than
Mm-hmm.
anything else.
Okay.
तेव्हा त्याला रस्त्याने चालताना
Mm-hmm.
एक पोरी सापडते.
Sapadate.
Yeah. So Tevha, I had to ask about because Tevha usually goes with Jevha,
Hmm.
but it was not in this case. So I had to sort of ask what that meant. And Rohan said it meant something like at that time.
Right.
Is that right?
Hmm.
Is that right?
Yes, right.
Okay. So then at that time, he was walking down a road and found a pori. So a pori, I actually learned this word when I went to India, which is cool, but then I completely forgot about it until yesterday. Pori is like a roti or chapati, but it's specific to Brahmin people.
No,
So,
uh, most of the you can say communities in Maharashtra prepare it, but in
oh yeah?
North India, uh, the roti, what we call, it's made up of uh, maida, or the what do you say, wheat flour, which is more refined. In Maharashtra, we either make it chapati or bhakri. Bhakri is made up of jawari, bajri, and other grains. So doesn't Rohan make poli there?
Rohan doesn't, but his mom does. So preferred by South Indian people then? Is that right?
Not like that, because you will even find it prepared by the people from Gujarat, but their shape and the way of preparation will be different.
Okay.
So there will be some varieties of the same. Main dish will be same, but different varieties.
Okay. Okay. So, uh, to recap, one day a dog was was very hungry, and then while he was walking down the street, he found a pori on the street. Tiala ekadyalat, sorry, that word always trips me up. Ekadyalat ti pori kaichi hoti.
Just a second. That word is ekatyalas. So that t and ya should be combined. So there may be a printing mistake in Marathi language. So it is like a ty, ekatyalas.
Okay. Also, the app that I used had some weird spelling stuff in it. I don't know if it was me or if it was that, but I had to write all of this out instead of copying and pasting. So
Okay.
yeah, so it could very well have been me. I'll make that edit a little later. Okay. Ektialats ti pori kaichi hoti. Tiamure savrancha.
Sarvancha. R is before
Sarvancha. The R first always throws me off. Sarvancha Nazra Tsukvun Aplia Tondat Pori Bharun To, yeah, Bhavu Lagla. Sorry for my terrible reading.
Dharun, Dhavu Lagla. DH. Dharun, Dhavu.
Yeah, sorry. I always mess up between bha and the.
And in the sentence, the word should have been त्यामुळे सर्वांच्या नजरा. Now it is written सर्वांचा. So SARVAMCHYA, सर्वांच्या.
Okay, yeah. CHYA.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so this one was a lot harder for me. So he, all by himself, the pori, wanted to eat it. So he wanted to eat it all by himself. Tiamure is so. Sarvancha. So Sarvancha is Sarvancha is part of this phrase. Sarvancha Nazra Tsukvun, which means literally missing. So Tsukvun is missing, and then all is Sarvancha, everyone's eyes, gaze, Nazra. So it basically just means out of sight. Then it goes aplia. So this one means your, but here it's his. Aplia tondat, in his mouth. Pori dharun. So he took it in his mouth. And then to dhavu lagla. So he started running. So he wanted to eat it all by himself, so he grabbed it and ran away. Dhawat to eka pulavar yeun tamla. So while he was running is what this means. He on a bridge, pulavar yeun tamla. So he came onto a bridge and then stopped. Pula khali kup pani hote. Sorry, every version before I got to the right one. Hote. So underneath the bridge, pula khali kup pani hote. There was a lot of water under the bridge. Kutriane panyat baghitle तर त्याला पाण्यात आणखी एक कुत्रा दिसला व त्याच्याही तोंडात पोळी होती. So in the dog in the water, there was, he into the water looked. So since it's kutria ne is the doer of an action. So the dog looked into the water and he saw in the water another dog. There seemed to be another dog in the water. And he also had a pori in his mouth. त्याला असे वाटले की to him. So we had a question about ase. Ase means like this, but I wasn't sure how it fit into the context of this phrase.
He thought this way. Vatale.
Okay.
He thought this way.
Okay, I see. Okay. त्याला असे वाटले की पाण्यातील त्या कुत्र्याच्या तोंडातील पोळी आपण हिसकावून घ्यावी. Sorry. So this was a completely new phrase for me. Hiskiawun ghavi is like, hiskiawun is to snatch, like to grab it.
Yeah, to grab by force.
Yeah. And then with ghavi is like he ought to snatch. So he thought this way. Parnyatil, so in that thing that is in the water. So atil is the thing that is in. So tia kutriacha, so the dog that is in the water. Tondatil, in its mouth. Pori, the pori in the dog's mouth in the water. Apar. And snatch it. So he wants to take the thing that's in the dog in the water's mouth.
In English, it's completely reverse sequence of words, right?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he thought that he should snatch the pori in the dog's mouth in the water. Yeah, it's sort of all over the place. ह्यामुळे तो तोंड उघडून पाण्यातील त्या कुत्र्यावर भुंकू लागला. So the only word that I didn't know in this one was bhunk, which was to bark. So bhunku lagla is to bark.
Started barking. Bhunku lagla.
So his mouth opened, and into the water, at the dog in the water, barked. Bhunkunya-साठी तोंड
भुंकण्यासाठी first word.
भुंकण्यासाठी तोंड उघडताच त्याच्या तोंडातील पोळी पाण्यात पडली व त्याला उपाशी राहायचे लागले.
Yeah, it should have been rahave lagle.
Yeah, okay. There we go. Okay. 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 So for barking, mouth opened. So he opened his mouth to bark. Tiancha tondatil. So the pori that was in his mouth into the water fell. And he began to starve. So that's this phrase right here.
So he had to starve. Rahave lagle. So it's like he had to remain hungry.
Oh, okay.
So we have this where karave lagel, dave lagel. I have to go. I will have to do karave lagel. So it is in this past tense. He had to remain hungry or remain starving.
Okay.
And the third word here is ugadatats. So that that form of verb indicates the as soon as or no sooner did phrase in English. As soon as he opened his mouth, or no sooner did he open his mouth. Ugadatats.
Okay. Okay. And then the last one. Here we go. Tapia pray. What is that?
Parya.
Okay.
T-A-T-P-A-R-Y. Tatparya. Tatparya.
Tatparya. Okay. Tatparya. Dusnya kare na bagha.
R, not instead of N.
Dus dusnya kare.
Dusarya kade. Dusara, second. Other.
Okay.
D-U-S-A-R-Y.
A-R-Y. Okay. Okay. Dusarya kare na bagta svataha karil goshti madhye sama samadha na
Samadhan.
samadhan manase manave. Sorry.
Manav, right.
Yeah. So this one I had a lot of difficulty translating. So this one is, the first word is moral. So it's just telling you what the moral of the story is. Without looking at others, dusarya kare na bagta, without looking at others. Swataha karil. So this one is, swataha karil goshti madhye. So in one's own things. So goshti madhye is in things, and then swataha karil is like one's own.
Yeah.
And then samadhan is satisfaction. And then with manave, it's to be satisfied. So the moral of the story is be satisfied with your own things and don't look at other people's things.
Good. So manane means to like to assume
Okay.
or to feel, think. So assume that you are happy, or it's like to be satisfied. So samadhan,
Yeah.
Very good, Emily.
Thanks. I tried really hard.
Hard done hard work.
Meaning, or it can also be story, but also things.
Yes.
Okay. And another question, the word assez, it is also in my story, you will see Is it always like translated this way?
Which word?
The word
Ase.
ase.
So this is also a form of verb asane, which is like old style. So you may find a sentence like he used to be there. To tikde ase. It's old way of saying of being used to some used to being at some place.
Okay.
Normally we'll
Yeah, I
say
have it also.
asaयचा. To tikde asaयचा. But in the old
Yeah.
style, the verb form can be ase.
Okay. Yeah, I have it also in my story, so we will see how it is in my story translated.
Okay.
So it's in my note,
Yes.
and you can read my writings because I wrote the text from last time story and then translated it.
It's your
Beautiful
handwriting.
writing.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, beautiful.
You have really nice handwriting.
It's not.
It looks
Mine
like a
does not look that
like a
nice.
font.
Yeah, it's like a real picture book.
Yeah, the iPad supports me when you make these lines. That is always straight. Yeah, last time I started the story of the Soneri Harin, the golden deer, and we came. I sum it up for a moment. There was a man, and he was a gambler, and he lost everything in gambling, and then he went to the lake, and he wanted to end his life. So he jumped in the lake, and then a golden deer, the Soneri Harin, came and rescued him. And the deer told him that he lives there, but the man, Sakaram is his name, he should not tell anyone about that golden deer. And then the deer left. So that is what we had last time.
Thank you.
And from here I will go on. So Ecke, Divashi, Rajatsia, Rani, La, Swapnat, Ek, Soneri, Harin, Disele. So Ecke Divashi is one day, I think. Rajatsia Ranila. Rani is a queen, the princess, so the king's princess.
Queen.
The queen, okay.
Yeah.
Not the princess.
Nice.
So the king's queen, Swapnat. Swapna is a dream. Swapnat in a dream. Ik, Soneri, Harin, the golden deer. Disele. So the king's queen one day saw in the dream a golden deer. Ranila, Teharin, Bakenyatsi, Icha Sali. Icha Sali is to desire, or she desired to see Bakenyatsi, that deer, Teharin. So the princess or the queen desired to see that deer. Rajane, Rajiat, Dawandi, Pahi, Pitali, Ki, Jala, Soneri, Harana Badal, Maiti Ahe, Tiane Darabarat, Yahweh. So the king, Rajane, Rajiat, Dawandi Pahi Tali Ki, the king called out for the kingdom. This is how I translated it.
Right. So Davandi Pitane is the phrase. So it's like an old way of public announcement. But a messenger will go from place to place in each village, and at the center place he will stand and probably ring a bell or beat the drum so that people will gather. and then he will do the announcement. That is called
Yeah.
Gavandi.
Okay, the one D. And then key. Then the king said, I guess. So it comes in the quotation. Jala, Soneri, Harana Badal, Mahiti Ahe, Tiane, Dara Barat, Yahweh. Jala is something like whoever. Soneri, Haran, Badal, who comes to know Mahit Ahe, who comes to know about a golden deer, Badal, about the Soneri Harin.
Here
Tiala,
comes to know or who knows about.
okay, who knows about the golden deer? Tiane, Darabarat. Darabarat is to the court. Daraba is the court, I guess.
Darbar.
Daraba. And Yahweh must come. So whoever comes to know about the golden Harin has to come to the court. And Tiala, Bakshis, Dile, Seile. Bakshis is a bounty. And Tiala, the person who comes to know about the golden Harin and comes to the court, will go future and with a bounty given.
So Dile Zail, it is a passive voice sentence structure. Dile Zail, Kele Zail will be given.
Dawandi, Ekun, Sakaram, Darabarat, Hajar, Sala. Again, here once I translated it. Dawandi, Ekun, once. Sakaram.
Yeah, hearing that announcement.
Yeah, okay. Hearing that announcement, Sakaram appeared at the court. We had that verb appeared also in the last story, so I recognized it. Tiane, Rajala, Soneri, Harana Badal, Mahiti, Dili. So he, Tiane, Rajala to the king, Soneri Haran Badal about the golden Haran deer.
So just to clarify, Harin is the word, and Harana is the Samanyarup form. So you see that Harana Baddal, Harana Sati, Harana Mule. So in that Samanyarup form, Na has become Na and Ri has become Ra. So Harana Baddal.
Harana Baddal, okay. So he informed the king about the golden deer. Mighty delay to inform past tense. Rajala, Ranici, Icha, Purn, Karaitzi, Hoti. Icha is a desire. So Ranici Icha is the queen's desire or wish. Purn Karaitzi Hoti, past tense. The king, Rajala, he wanted to fulfill the princess or the queen's wish.
Right.
Tiane, Sakaramane, Dilelia, Mahiti, Nusar, Talyakati, Shipai, Patawile. So he, Tiane, sent soldiers. Soldiers, I think, is Shipai.
Yep.
Patawile, he sent the soldiers. Talyakati, to the lake
Mhm.
where he has seen that Harin,
Mhm.
the Sakaram. And here is a I think it's a preposition,
Mhm.
Mahiti Nusa. Nusa
Mhm.
is according to.
Yep.
According to Mahiti, the information
Mhm.
given by Sakaram. Sakaram ne dilelia Mahiti Nusa.
Mhm.
The information given by Sakaram. Shopayani,
Mhm.
Harin,
Mhm.
Pakadun,
Mhm.
Ab Anale.
Mhm.
So the soldiers,
So I
they
think first
here are two
word will be Shipayani, the last word.
Shipayani.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
I
it's
have to
plural.
later change it. Yeah,
If it is singular, then Shipayani. Plural is Shipayani.
okay, Shipayani. Then there are two verbs together, Pakadun, Anale. So past tense, caught and brought the deer. So the soldiers caught and brought the deer to the court. Soneri, Haranane, Sakaramla, Darabarat to the court. Pahile, Tewatse, Tiatzia, Lakshat, Ale, Ki, Koni, Fituri, Keli. So this word Tewatse, I think word by word translated is means at this point of time. So when the golden deer, Soneri Harine, saw Sakaram, this word is saw, Pahile, past tense, Pahile Sakaramla, at the court, Darabarat, Tiatzia, Lakshat Ale, that Tiatza Lakshat Ale, he noticed, Lakshat Ale, key, that, and this had to actually translate by Google. I think it's a phrase, Koni Fituri Keli. Someone made a fuss. So, but I think the meaning is when the golden deer who was brought to the court, he saw the Sakaram at the court,
Mhm.
and then he noticed that maybe he was betrayed or something.
Right. He has betrayed, and so Fituri is like oh, someone has opened the secret. Someone insider has shared the secret to the opponents.
Okay, because earlier Sakaram he promised
Hmm.
deer not to speak about him. Soneri, Harane, Rajala, Magil, Gosht, Sangitali.
Hmm.
Soneri Harane is again the golden deer.
Hmm.
Sangitali told Rajala to the king, and this is Magile Gosht. I translate as like the previous story or what happened before.
Yeah. Magil Ghost.
Magil Gosht.
Previous things or what has previous incidents.
Yeah, Magil Gosht. Rajala, Rag Ala. The king, Rajala, Rag Ala was angry or became angry, or anger came to the king.
Hmm. Yeah.
Rajane, Sakaramla, Raja Baher,
Hmm.
Hakalun, Dile.
Hmm.
Rajane is the king. Sakaramla Rajya Baher. Baher is out of Rajya, the kingdom. Rajya Baher. And this means to expel or to ban Akalun Dile.
Akalun delay.
Akalun Dile. Past tense. So the king banned Sakaram out of the kingdom. And then the king said, Jugari Ani Vishwasaga Taki Manus
Vishwas Ghataki.
Vishwas Gatati
Ghataki. Ghataki.
Gataki Manus Amchya Rajyat Naku. So this yellow marked passage is gamblers and traitors, like Jageri Ani Vishwasagataki Manus like the gamblers and traitor men. Amchya
Vishwas
Rajyat
means trust. Vishwas Ghat Karne, which means like to break someone's trust or be a traitor. So Vishwas Ghataki is the adjective made from that, a traitor, someone who betrays.
okay.
Jugar is gamble. So Jugari is one who plays gambler.
Yeah, Sugari. Amchya Rajyat Naku. Amchya, our Rajyat, our kingdom. Naku, so we don't want gamblers and traitors in the kingdom. And here comes that Ase. Ase Raja Manala. And that is what the king said. Or that's what the king said. Haranane Prana Vachvile Asta Upakaratsi Feder Apkarane Karaila Ni Galilia Sakaramsi Abastar White Sally. So this was a little bit tricky.
What to say?
So this one Pran what's Wile Asta. So he saved his life. Harani saved his life. And I think this is kind of phrase also. I translated it as in return.
Yeah. So upakar is helping someone, and apakar, instead of if you say apakar, it means like doing harm to someone. So and fed is means to return or to repay. So
yeah,
upakarachi fed apakar, it means like as a repaying someone's help, you are doing it harm.
Yeah. So the Sakaram, he was doing him harm instead of returning the help. Sakaram si avasta. That is avasta is a kind of situation or condition.
The condition.
White is bad or worse. Sali, so Sakaram's situation became worse. I'm not sure if that is correct translated.
All right.
Okay.
Situation became bad.
So that was the story about a Soneri Harin, and meaning of it is, I think, that you should not that you should help someone who helped you instead of harming. And
all right. Yeah. Very good. Very nice, Lena. You've done a really good hard work in reading the story, understanding meanings, and even then writing it down in your handwriting. That's good.
Thank you.
Good job. So anyone has, does anyone has any question about any verb form or the word?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Okay. Thanks, Nat.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So sorry, I didn't type any translation, but I tried to translate one by one. So if you have a question or if I make mistakes, just please stop me and let me know, everyone. Right. So this book is just a picture book about Kutumba family, and especially this one is about Baba, so father. So little kid and dad. So it is very sweet story about little kid and dad. Okay, let's start. Okay. Sekali Baba Kulali
Arori.
Alori Tokto. Sakali is morning. Baba is father. Sorry. Baba Olali Tokto.
Arori.
Alori Tokto is like shouts. So Baba in the morning shouts. Butkur. Me. Angolira. Salulo. So Butkur is like hi, hey baby, or like that.
Yeah, it's a pet name given by the father.
Okay. Thank you. Me.
A Butka means a short person. So something, some form of that word he has made to as a pet name. Hey, shorty, something like that.
Okay. Good. Thank you. And me, Angolila is like Angolila is bus. So me Angolila to the bus. Me, I goes to bus like this.
I'm going to take a bath.
Okay, I'm going to take a bus. Mag nada mi pa manato manat tiaza mage davate. Then mag means then. Lada is this little girl name. Lada mi pa me too says tiaza mage after him. Davate is like runs.
Yeah.
So she runs after him. Doga Sambonata Kup Use Karatana.
Sabanata. Second word.
Okay. Sabanata Kup says Karatat. So Doga is like both of them. Sabanata is soap. Its Kup is a lot. And Fes is like bubbles. Karatat is sorry.
Foam or froth of the soap.
Okay. Yes. Yeah. Yes. So that means both of them make a lot of soaps. A lot of soap.
Yeah, bubbles of the soap.
Bubble soap. Yes. Taranganari Huge Porat. And Taranganali is where is that? Floating. Floating Huge is like bubbles. So floating bubbles is breaking. For that is breaking. So while breaking floating bubbles, and Ani Babacha Angawar Pani Udawat, and Baba father's body on bodies,
Hmm.
on father's body. Pani is water, udawato.
Buddha
And
what?
udawat. So and on father's body, water, throw some water.
So while
And
bursting those floating bubbles and while splashing water on father.
yes, thank you. And master angol zari. Master is very nice, great. Angoli bas zari.
Angkol.
Angol zari. It's very hard. It's very hard to explain, but they have a good bus.
Hmm.
Sorry. Then key is like that, and mag lada divasavar kush aste. Then lada divasavar through a day. Divasavar is like through a day. Kush aste. She is happy through a day. Okay. Next one. So next page. लाडाचा बाबा एक नंबरचा विसरू बोला आहे.
Visar bhola.
विसरू बोला आहे.
Visar bhola.
विसरू बोला. Is that right?
Yeah.
विसरू बोला आहे.
Bhola.
बोला आहे. Am I right?
Yep.
Okay. लाडाचा बाबा, लाडाच father, एक नंबरचा number one forgettable. So he easily forgets something, I think.
Visarane means to forget.
Yeah, visarne. It's from visarne, the verb, but this is, I think, adjective. And bahir jatana, gai करतो. घाई करतो. आणि नेहमी काहीतरी विसरतो. बाहेर, like outside, बाहेर जाताना, when or why, when going outside, घाई करतो means hurries. When he go out, he hurries. And always nehami, always kahitari, something viserto. So he always forgets something.
So here the word is ghai, which is to make hurry. And if you say gai, in children's language, gai is sleep. Gai kara, like go to bed, have a sleep. Gai.
Oh, gai can be used in another way.
Yeah, when talking with kids, gai kara. It means I go to bed now.
Oh, okay. Can you say gai karta? Gai karta? How can I say that to the kids? Gai
Kara means have a sleep, go to bed now.
Interesting. Thank you. Okay. Do we have some time?
Yes, we will finish.
Still now? Okay, so let me continue a little bit. And pretty picture here. And लाडाचा बाबाचा खाऊनचा दुकान आहे.
खाऊचं
दुकान आहे. So Rada Lala's father eat cow is I think eating
Yeah.
for eating shops. So
Cow means it's a noun. It's again like when talking to kids, cow can be anything, a snacks, any table liked by that kid. It can be chocolate, it can be sweet, it can be spicy, like wafers and.
okay. So how can I translate kaun to kan is like vendor?
Yeah, so he has
With vendor?
a snacks shop, a sweet mart.
Yes, I can see it looks like it really looks like sweet thing.
Sweets
So
and snacks, anything.
okay. So Lala's father have snack and sweet shop and Charlotte Sutti Charlotte Shalla Sutti Asli ki to Ladara Dukanat game Zatu. Charlotte Sutti
Shaila.
Shalela at school. Sutti is holiday Asli. So when school Lada has a holiday at school, then To is Baba, Father, Ladara, Dukanat is to the shop, take her. That means he takes Lada to the shop. So, Lada त्याला कामात मदत करते. Lada to him kamat help. Sorry. Kamat is like at work. Marat is help. Kalat. So Lada at work gives some help to him. Lok Mahanatat, people say God hai Baraka Tumji Lok.
Lake.
God Tumji Lake. Sorry. God ahe sweet. Bara is like good. Is that right? Bara means good here. Good. Ka I cannot understand.
So here, baraka is like just to accentuate or soften the tone. It doesn't have a specific meaning here. So
Okay.
sentence is God ahe tumchi lek. Your daughter is sweet.
Oh,
And
Tumchi. Okay.
lake.
Lake is sweet. Okay.
No, lake means daughter.
Sorry.
Daughter or son in the for both words.
Okay.
So
Alright.
God ahe tumchi lake. Like your daughter is sweet. Baraka. It's like just to make it a softer. Do you know? Yes, your daughter is very sweet.
Oh, okay. Like it doesn't have any meaning here.
Yeah.
So God ahe tumchi lake. This God ahe sweet. Your daughter is sweet. Okay, thank you. Okay, it's going to be the last page, I think. Last page. Okay. Sutti Sakali Baba Ladala घेऊन ते कधीवर जातो. सुट्टीमध्ये like on a holiday at school, Baba, father, it's like the same structure on the last page. Gain is like take and go. So on a school holiday, father takes her to Tekadiwar, like to a hill, like a hill, like this picture. And Titun Tila Unta Udanale Parikshi Dakavato.
दाखवतो. पक्षी दाखवतो.
Paksi da Dakavato.
Hmm.
Titun from I think
From there.
from here.
From there.
Okay, sorry. From there, tila to her. Unza uranare. Unza like up. No. I forgot the word.
On height.
High.
Yeah.
Up in
High
the sky.
flying. Yeah. Birds flying high.
Okay. So high flying. So high flying Palixi birds.
Pakshi.
Pakshi.
Hmm.
Okay, Pakshi birds. Dakavato shows. So to her, he shows flying up bars. So he shows some bars. Tite padalele languri langi barangi dagad dekavato. And there, tite means there. Padalele like
fallen there or lying there.
Okay, fallen there. Okay, tite padalele fallen there. Lagan langi barangi like
Rangi, berangi,
langi
multicolor.
Langi barangi like colorful.
Hmm.
Langi barangi colorful. Dagad like stone rocks. Dakawato again shows. He shows some colorful stones and Gawata tree. Sorry, it's very hard to see, but the Gawata tree
Pulapakra.
Pulapakla
Pulapakru is a butterfly.
butterflies somewhere. I cannot see, but somewhere. So Gawata tree is like in the grass. He's in the grass, some maybe butterflies, ani, and dawanari, saradi, dakawatu. So this is it. So ani, dawanari is running or running. Am I right?
Yep.
Running, desert.
Saturday.
This is it. Saturday, Dakawato shows walking, running, desert. Okay. Can I, or maybe should I stop here?
Yeah, we will continue it next time.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Shoko. You had also done a very good job.
Thank you.
So let me quickly share my screen. So I just wanted to show you.
Okay.
So recently I've started adding a new page here. I had declared it on the Facebook page. So I just wanted to show it here. It's about the daily reading practice. So something 1 minute reading Marathi every day, probably a cartoon strip or a quote or a sentence in Marathi. So this from last week I started this. It's like a cartoon strip. I have given its Marathi Roman transliteration and its meaning here. So it was about yesterday's Shikshak Divas, that is Teachers' Day, which was celebrated in India yesterday. One cartoon. Then here is one quote, something similar. So I'm trying to keep it up every day, so that everyone who is learning Marathi will get something to read, and everyone will be in touch. So now you are doing it very well. You are doing it, studying our weekly practice every day. But for others who are on Facebook group, I just started this new activity to keep everyone engaged. So you can also have a look at this. If you go to quotes in the conversation section, you will find this word, daily jokes, Marathi jokes, thoughts, and quotes, etc. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you all for joining.